Welcome in to another woolly review. Today we are doing DROPS Alpaca Bouclé mix. So the cheapest place that I found this is £1.80 on the Wool Warehouse, which, as with everything else, it'll be linked down below. As you can see, 80% alpaca, which goes with the name, let's face it, 15% wool, 5% polyamide. I can feel it on my skin. It is soft, but I can feel the wool. Not overly scratchy, but you know, I can feel it. And it's made in Peru. A bit like Paddington Bear. So they're recommending a 5 for the needle. 50 grams in this donut, 140 meters or 153 yards. So let's give it a go. Now this I'm using for a specific project. This is also in the colour, 5110. But we're not here to judge the colour. Let's see if I can find somewhere to start this. There it is. Okay. After I've messed it all up. So there's Boucle. Are you going to focus, camera, please? There you go. So let's see what happens. I am dreading using this, I have to admit. But I'm going to use my hook, custom made from Jelena over in Serbia at Cutlery Designs on Etsy. She is linked down below because I absolutely love that she can bring what you have in your mind into fruition on a hook. Now, I haven't used boucle for a long time and it is not my forte. But I'm going to try for you guys. I'm only going to do half a swatch because I already know it's not going to be good for the frogging, is it? And I need as much on this donut as possible because I'm teetering on the edge of what I need for my project. So I'm really having to look for those stitches. It is impossible to feel them for me because you've got the softness of those little curls taking over. So I can't feel for the stitches. So there's quite a possibility that I might miss one or two, but I'm trying my best, okay? I'm trying my best. So nice and soft. It's almost looking like a little bit of a poodle. Just a little bit. Okay. I have no idea if I'm at the end of the row or not quite. I'm sure that's the slip knot. I don't know. Let's go for a half double crochet. It feels really, really nice in the hands. If you're someone who uses this kind of yarn on something like amigurumi or as finishing touches to a hat or even lining on gloves or a scarf, I think you'd like it. Obviously, people that have an allergy to unsuperwashed wool, steer clear. Don't want to cause any dramas. Of course, with this being the way it is, there is no stitch definition, so you just keep it as basic as you can, I guess. because you're not going to see any textured stitches with this. I don't know what I've just done with that. But I'm giving it a go for you. Yes, I'm going to be using it in my project, but I haven't used it up to now. Didn't even take the band off before now. So we're just coming to the end. Again, I have no idea if I've missed stitches, if I've made extra, or what I've done. So don't blame me, please don't blame me. It's so light and fluffy feeling. I mean, obviously fluffy feeling because it's boucle, but it is very, very like, or you want to squeeze it and go, or something like that. But yeah, it definitely feels like a poodle. It's quite sweet. Okay, let's go for a slow frog. No problem with the slow. Fast. I'm amazed. Done. Now there is a little bit of elasticity there. Not much, but there's a little bit. And kinkage wise, well, after frogging, I don't think there is that much kinkage. Not that I can really see with the curls, but I was expecting a lot more kink in it. And to be fair, I wasn't expecting to be able to frog it. So I think for that, it did absolutely brilliantly. So let's wrap it up. We'll take it, wrap it up. Let's get the ball band back in it so I don't forget what it is. So how much is on that? 140 meters, which I think is pretty good. Feels really nice. Does feel really nice. Okay, you can't see the label if I do that. I know I haven't put it in accurately, but it's only me, thankfully, that'll be seeing it. Okay, would I turn it down point blank, walk out the shop and go, "Blah!" No, I wouldn't. Would I be very annoyed if that were the only boucle in the shop and I needed a boucle, so I had to get it? No. Would I be, well, it's not in my top 3, but yeah, why not? Well, no, it wouldn't be in my top 3, but I'd quite happily grab it if it was there and my other one wasn't there. Would I be, woohoo, that's in my top 3. Yes, 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 I'll take it. I'm going to go with, oh, this is tough. I'm going to say a 4.5. And I think it got that extra half because it was really good to actually frog. Much, much better to frog than I expected. Seeing the stitches is okay, but you can't feel the stitches, which is why it lost half a mark. So even though I'm not a person that uses boucle on a regular basis, I'm still going to give it 4.5 because it is so soft. I would want that next to my skin. It is not scratchy at all. It is very, very fluffy, and I can see the stitches to work into. So for that, I'm quite chuffed. So there we have the Alpaca Bouclé mix. 4.5 Ladybirds out of 5. And what's next week's wool going to be? And what will I give that? Who knows? Well, you will do if you hit that notification bell and maybe even subscribe. You can come and see me next week to find out. Have a good week. Enjoy. Bye-bye.